feel like the past, like on reflecting on the past few years of my life, I feel like I would not have gotten this far if it was not for a character that I made in D&D. Like, when I say Dungeons and Dragons saved my life, which is probably what I'm gonna title this video anyway, um, I mean it. It saved my life. Like, but um, it did save my life. Quite literally. I feel like I would have gone down a completely different path if I did not meet my friends that I played D&D with, and I would have gone down a completely different route with my life. Like, if I did not stop playing D&D, if it was not for a specific like a specific character, a specific game that happened. So I'm gonna keep things short about like the situation that I was in from before, because I like to look back on the past to reflect, but not to dwell on anymore. And I'm not in that place anymore, and I feel proud about that. Like, it's amazing. I I was in a really really toxic relationship. It was not good. It was terrible, and I mean, I was doing pretty bad before then, but that was incredibly emotionally abusive. So I don't think I would have gotten out of it if it was not for the friends that I made when I started playing D&D. I feel like I would not have gone down the same path that I went on if it wasn't for that game, if it wasn't for those characters. And honestly, I woke up feeling incredibly grateful for it. Like, I I was recently I've been working on a a little project that I wanted to work on for a while now. I wanted to work on a Oracle deck based on some of my characters from D&D. And when I was working on one of the cards, it had it had my character Hannah. Hannah, she saved me quite literally. Like, I I say it like in the most like, oh my gosh, I love this character type of way, but I really truly do love this character beyond anything else in my life. Like, she makes me she makes me feel so happy, so content with where I am now. And it's because she helped me escape a situation that I probably would not have been able to get out of. Now, when I made her, it was shortly after the passing of my grandmother, and I initially started playing D&D like way before. She was my third character that I've ever made for D&D actually. But I wound up playing that game because I needed something to take my mind off of the situation, because I love my grandma a lot. It's where I got a lot of the inspiration for Hyacinth, like on Hello and stuff like that. A lot of the design influences came from stories that she told me when I was a child. So when I made Hannah, it was out of grief. It was also a means to help me cope with the loss around me, and also an opportunity for me to make some friends. When I was in that toxic situation, however, I was told that I needed to stop after a certain point in time because I would talk about it a lot, but I'd talk about it a lot to, I don't know, distract from what was happening to me. I'm not going to talk about it here because it's besides the point that I'm trying to make. I mean, parts of it are part of, like, it's part of the point, but I don't want to go into too much detail about it because I don't want to dwell on things. And that's not what's going to be the core of what message that I want to have for today. What I can think of when I think back to those points in time was a lot of what I experienced was pretty bad. A lot of it was partly, I feel like it was partly my fault, but some parts of it was not because I did not learn to stand up for myself and I didn't have that much belief or self worth in myself. When I look back on that point in my life, it made me realize that if it wasn't for Hannah, I wouldn't have been able to stand up to what I want now. And I probably would not have come to the point where I am currently, where I'm doing VTubing. And I probably also would not be pursuing my degree in fine arts. I also probably would not have met all of the wonderful people that are in my life. And it all came from me choosing what I love over the person that was trying to keep me trapped with them. So I'm going to cycle back to that. So, what do humans love more than anything else? Humans don't love. I've been reading a book recently, right? Um, it's a book that a lot of people read, but it's about I think it's, yeah, how to win friends and influence people. I think I'll talk about that a little bit at some point because I started reading it and I was like, oh my god, wait, this is so real. This is so right. When I started reading through it, it made me realize, yeah, a lot of that is true because, oh, I need to talk about what is true here. So, the subject that is true here is a lot of people don't like to be judged or critiqued. This is true. I mean, some criticism is valuable, right? But then there's a matter of choosing what you love. Now, a lot of people will critique you. And when I say critique, I don't mean it as actual criticism. I'm talking about like tell you mean things and try to call it criticism. So a lot of people can critique you, and it could result in you feeling demotivated and not choosing to do what you love or enjoy anymore. Now they were talking about the author was talking about some people from the past, famous people that gave up doing things because of the critiques of other people. And I I feel grateful that I did not go down that path because I could have chosen to listen to the toxic person in my life that at that point in time was trying to get me to give up all of the things that I enjoy, including my friends, including all of the things that brought me joy. And it probably would have made me even more miserable because the past few years have been amazing. Like like I I have a model right now, right? Because I don't feel as comfortable yet with ever like showing myself on screen. And also, I record this in my bed. Like, I record and I stream from my bed. I don't have a desk. I don't have it. I don't have very much. So when when I think about every good positive thing that has come into my life, because I have been just doing whatever and just living my life spontaneously and going after what I love, what brings me joy, it made me realize, holy shit, if it was not for this one character, Hannah, I would not have been brought so much joy in my life. Like, she she really did save me. And for that, I feel incredibly grateful to her, but also to all of the people that I've met in that game. Those friends that I made back then that I'm still friends with. We may not talk as much as we used to, but I feel incredibly indebted to them because they saved my life. And I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be going after my dreams. I I wouldn't I wouldn't be going to places that I love and trying new things that just bring me so much joy. And what I want, what I feel like I want to say right now is, don't don't give up what you want to do because of anyone. Don't don't throw everything away. Don't I want you to choose your happiness. And if you choose your happiness, your life is going to get so much better. You're going to feel so much more amazing. And it may feel quite difficult at the start because it's obviously really painful. It's like throwing yourself off a moving car. You're going to get burned. It's going to hurt a lot. But when you get up and you bandage yourself up and you heal and you feel better, you get to do whatever you want. You get to go wherever you want to go. You get to do whatever you want to do. You get to be whoever you want to be. And that that feels like the most fulfilling thing that you could ever choose to do. And I don't want anyone to ever throw away what brings them joy. And I, in a way, I'm also making this for myself to look back at, not so much for anyone else, which is kind of selfish, but I know I need to hear this as well. So I'm going to save this and I'm going to post this. And I don't care how awkward I may feel about it and embarrassed I may feel about it, because I'm going to watch it as well. And I'm going to remind myself not to choose anyone else above myself. So, yeah, choose choose yourself. I I don't know why it took me this long to come to this realization. I turned 25 this this August, and I I can't believe it took me this long to come up with this on a morning in bed. It took this long for me to realize this. I know it has people that realize this way sooner, but I feel like it's something that I I want I want be out there. So if someone finds it, someone finds this, they choose themselves. Because where I was at that point in my life, I probably needed to hear this. Okay, so I'm going to end this here because this has gone on far long enough. And I don't know. I feel content with what I had to say. If you feel like subscribing, you can. And if not, you can go to the can. Hmm. All right. Yeah. Bye bye.